I said, should I say in English or Hindi?
Yeah, sure, both.
Both?
You can say in Hindi because most of I heard that most of your fans are
Indian,
yeah
Indian
Indians,
origin.
right?
Yeah.
Hello, Tashidelek everyone. My name is Sanjay. Today I have the privilege to interview two most famous YouTube as well as Instagram influencer, uh, Nomad Shubham and Catherine. And today is their last day. Tomorrow they are leaving, and I have few questions to ask before they leave. Before they left. So start with the first question. And Subham, this question is for you.
Okay.
What's your first impression about Lhasa as a whole, or other place as well, the place you visit?
So my first impression of actually Tibet, the time I landed, was beautiful. The beautiful mountains, snow captured, and you can see a lot of beautiful different things. And then when you left the airport, come to the Lhasa city, the rivers in between, the tunnels, everything was great. And especially the Lhasa city, how developed it is, like pretty developed city. For its for that high, I never seen that like some high elevation city that developed.
Oh, I see, I see. So, Catherine, have you interact with locals in this short trip?
Yeah, a few times. Throughout the tours, I think we stand out a little bit. So people come up and talk to us, and everyone's been friendly. But also afterwards, when Shubham got a haircut,
Okay.
interacting and communicating with the locals, trying to find a shop and everything.
What's your impression?
Everyone has been extremely friendly, very welcoming to have foreigners come visit.
Okay, that's nice. So, can you, this question is for both of you. Can you have an overall or highlight of any,
Trip.
this short trip?
Highlight of this trip will be for me visiting the Patola place, how
Oh.
beautiful it is, and see the how Dalai Lama you stay here. Visiting the lake today. It was so beautiful. Like I never seen a beautiful lake before. So yeah, these are the highlights of the trip. And I can't forget the Tibetan food.
Oh, okay.
Food is
Okay.
delicious. Yeah.
And Catherine?
Similarly, I of course knew very little about Buddhism, especially Tibet Buddhism. So it's been an extreme learning experience. So everything was very new for me. But also the lake, I think, was just absolutely gorgeous. The color of the water, the surrounding mountains, and also again the food. Trying yak in so many different formats. It's always very interesting and fun to try something new.
So within this short trip, did you face any troubles like regarding the physically or anything
Oof.
which you think that is maybe difficult for you? Like,
Well, I think I got a little sunburn today.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Of course, we're much closer to the sun, but I think adjusting to the altitude wasn't
Yes.
too bad. A lot of climbing stairs, but just doing it slowly, like you said. You guys were very helpful with hints and everything to get so that we didn't have any problems. So thank you for that.
You're most welcome.
I don't have any problem
Okay.
about altitude wise. Little bit problem. It's like I can't sleep a lot. Like more than 8 hours I used to sleep when I'm in a different place, but here I can't sleep more than 6 hours. So that's.
And what is the most surprising for both of you? While you visiting, any surprising things like, wow, this is mesmerizing or something?
The beauty, the beauty of the area. And I know we're only seeing just a tiny bit. Tibet is so huge.
Yes, yes.
So it just makes me want to come back and see other parts.
Though it's very short trip.
Yep.
But you guys been to, the main venue that's situated in Lhasa. So overall, you have a few days interaction with our culture, Tibetan cultures. And what do you feel like very interesting for you? Culture-wise.
Culture-wise, very interesting for me would be like the Buddhism. Know about Buddhism, especially Tibetan Buddhism. A lot of factors about it, how they pray, what their belief is, and how they live their life.
What about you?
Yeah, similarly, learning a lot about the Buddhism culture, and it seems to be all ages. It's not just a few very religious people. It's a culture thing. It's everybody from children to adults, which has been very interesting. And then also doing the dancing circles in the park was really nice. Very happy people everywhere you go.
So, if you go back to your hometown and meet your family, what would be the first thing you explain to them about Lhasa, about Tibet?
I would say very hospitable people here, very amazing cuisine, like very
Yes,
delicious
very
cuisine,
delicious.
and mesmerizing landscape.
I took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah.
Okay. So, apart from this whole trip, will you recommend? I mean, same kind of trip to your friends, family?
Absolutely. I think we covered a variety of different things. Of course, it would be better to stay longer and see even more, but in the short time that we had, I think we did a range of things. So it wasn't repetitive. Every day was something new.
What about
Yeah, I would come back again for sure.
you? Oh, okay.
And especially wants to go to Mansarovar and Kailas.
So regarding the Tibet Horizons service and hospitality, any feedback?
No, I mean I really love the traveling with you guys. Also the how you explain every small things, little things, which I have questions like when you because I before I came here I didn't know it. I little bit knew about the Tibet Buddhism, but not a lot about Tibet Buddhism. So I asked a lot of questions about Tibet Buddhism, and I got all the answers, and I learned a lot. Especially at this trip, I learned a lot. So I would 100% recommend someone to come with you guys.
Absolutely. 11 out of 10. As far as the tour goes, I think you guys went above and beyond and it crossed the boundary of being more friendly. It's not just a tour guide and the people they're taking on a tour. It was more like a fun group activity every day, getting to know each other a little bit better, interacting, and getting to know locals.
So a part of this trip, do you feel any left out and then any particular subjects like you are interested about Tibet?
I mean, of course, I'm sure there's so much more to see, but in the time that we had, I think no, I don't think we could have done anything more. So
Yeah,
it was really wonderfully organized.
I'm happy with just for 4-5 days trip. I see a lot.
Yes.
Mr. Shubham and Catherine, I'm very curious about your next visit to Lhasa. So, are you guys thinking of visiting Lhasa for next time, and what you are expecting?
Yeah, I want to visit Lhasa, particularly Tibet actually, to go to the Mansarovar and Kailas and travel around. Probably a land trip from Kathmandu. I want to come back to Tibet this time.
Oh, okay. What are we getting?
Well, after seeing one lake, I would like to see some of the other spiritual lakes,
okay.
some more nature. I mean, Tibet is so big, so I'd like to see.
Yeah. Then my next question would be: would you like to say something to your fans?
Zali, you go first.
Oh, what an honor. Yeah, I mean, knowing nothing about Tibet other than, hey, there's Mount Everest and Buddhism, this has been a wonderful trip. I highly recommend this tour agency and checking out Tibet. It's been absolutely stunning, amazing, educational, and yeah, now's the perfect time. It's summer, the weather's gorgeous, and come on over.
What about?
I said, should I say in English or Hindi?
Yeah, sure, both. You can say in Hindi because I heard that most of your fans are
Indian
Indians,
origin.
right?
Yeah. तो भाई पिछले 4 दिनों से मैं यहाँ पे ट्रैवल कर रहा हूँ तिब्बत के अंदर और जो एक्सपीरियंस मेरा रहा है काफी शानदार रहा है। तो अगर आप तिब्बत का प्लान कर रहे हो, स्पेशली अगर आप रिलीजियस ट्रिप भी प्लान कर रहे हो या तो फिर आप घूमने के लिए भी प्लान कर रहे हो, तो इनके साथ जरूर आना। काफी कुछ यहाँ पे बताया और स्पेशली इन्होंने जो एक्सप्लेन किया मुझे कि जो छोटी छोटी चीजें होती है जो उन्होंने मुझे एक्सप्लेन किया, तो मैं बिल्कुल रिकमेंड करूंगा कि उनके साथ आप आए और मैं वापस से तिब्बत आऊंगा प्रोबेबली आफ्टर विद इन अ ईयर मानसरोवर और कैलाश जाने के लिए, लेकिन आप मेरे से पहले आके तिब्बत को देखें.
Thank you. Then it's my privilege being part of Tibet Horizon to be as a guide to both of you for like within this short trip. And thank you so much, both of you.
Thank you.
It's
Thank you.
been my honor.
so much.
It's
Thank
been
you.
my
It's
honor.
been our pleasure.
And thank you so much for sharing your insights and experience with us. And hopefully we will meet
Yeah.
in your next trip.
Yeah.
I certainly
And
hope so.
and I heard that you are going to visit after this trip. Where you do you want to say something to your fans?
I am going after here, so travel in the little bit in China. I'm going to China from here, travel for China for some time, and then from there I'm gonna go to Africa.
What about Catherine?
I will also explore China as well. We have a train to Shening.
Oh.
And then from there, probably after a little bit of exploration, head into Mongolia and perhaps Russia.
Okay. Thank you so much for
Thank you very much.
for such. I mean, it's been such a privilege for me to interview, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much for having us here.
And I hopefully next time when you're visiting and your fans visiting Tibet, let us know.
Oh, you'll be the first person we call.
And Tibet Horizon is, I mean, pleasure to serve your friends, your friends,
Family, anybody who wants to come,
anyone,
Anyone and everyone.
yeah, and anyone and everyone will be here waiting for you guys. Till then, I'll say safe journey.
Thank you.
And hopefully we will meet some other day. Thank you so much.